Right now, we're gonna be cooking chicken adobo, and I'll teach you guys how to actually do this. So, it's not gonna be super difficult. We're just gonna be using the basic ingredients: garlic, chicken, marinated with soy sauce, and then we're gonna be putting bay leaves and just follow the right order of putting stuff all together and then putting it at the right amount of heat and things like that. So, let's see. Hey guys, so we're kind of like done marinating our chicken for at least an hour, and right now we're gonna be starting our cooking. And basically the first step of this is actually prepare your ingredients. And this is the oil that I use. This is an olive oil, and we just actually put the oil in here and then start frying. Okay, we're gonna start putting in our marinade because the oil is hot enough. So we're gonna put this. Just gonna make sure that it's gonna turn brown. Probably just leave it for like a couple of minutes. Few minutes per side. Just make sure that this is basically covered. Like all of them is properly seasoned. Okay, so that's how it looks right now. It's almost turning brown. So I'm still continuing the cooking. Like this. So now that our meat is already well cooked, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna pour in our marinade, the remaining parts of it, and just pour it all over. And of course, you're gonna get your this handle, so you could actually just mix things up, and then make sure that you're not missing any garlic in here. And then we gotta have to like reposition our stuff here, and then make sure that it's evenly spread out. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna add like 1.5 cups of water. But let's see, because I don't want it to be like too soaked in water as well. So I'm probably gonna start with 1/2 or like 0.75. You know what I'm amazed with is that I never really thought about cooking adobo today, but then I ended up having the complete set of ingredients. I even have potatoes, right? But I have this, the whole peppercorn, and the dried bay leaves as well. How awesome could that be? Hey guys, so I just added the master ingredients for our chicken adobo, the dried bay leaves, and the whole peppercorn. And we're gonna leave this actually for 30 minutes, and let's see. We just needed to like make sure that the water is going to evaporate, and I wonder why there's a big chunk of garlic in there, and then the rest are like properly chopped out. Anyway. Okay, you know what? We're gonna cover this and actually go back to this later. Maybe around 20 minutes, we will add our potatoes just so we could have enough time for this to actually soften as well. Hey guys, so we're halfway through our cooking. We're at the 16th minute. And what I'm gonna be doing right now is I'm gonna be adding the potatoes to make sure that there's ample time for this to actually soften. Since we're gonna wrap up in like around 15 minutes. Just have to like put in the final ingredients and then the vinegar as well. Okay, so that's how our adobo looks right now. We're gonna make sure that all the meat is properly exposed to the heat, and this one I gotta have to like um, flip it upside down, this one as well, and this too. Okay, and you can actually see that the water is also almost evaporated. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna add these potatoes that we have chopped earlier, and so on top of the of adding the potatoes, I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of vinegar. So, well, I'm not really a big fan of vinegar, so instead of like adding 4, I would actually just add half. But it's totally up to you. And also, you could notice that there's just very few water left in there, so it's also up to you, like how sticky would you want the desired output to be. I'm probably gonna add like 1/4 cup of water to it just to make sure that it's not going to be so sticky. Yeah, so that's how our adobo looks right now. It's almost done. We just have to do like final additions. The first one would be the pinch of salt. So we're gonna sprinkle our salt all over. Secondly, we're also gonna be adding a teaspoon of sugar. I usually put my sugar in the mason jar like this. And then I would usually also use my brown muscovado sugar so it's not too intrusive. Okay, so that's enough. It's up to you if you just wanted to like add magic syrup, but for this one, I don't think so. I think this is good. I don't want it to be like, I want to protect my kidneys, so I don't want to suck it up with a lot of, you know, packed sweeteners or like conditioners and how it's gonna taste. And you know what? You can actually also add some thyme into it if you want, or oregano. Totally up to you. Here is our finished product. Looks good. Yeah. Let's see how this is going to fare. Guys, it's super good. As in, when was the last time you appreciate yourself for doing something really great, right? And I'm not bluffing. This is one of the food that I cook that I really really like. Like it's sick. Or maybe I'm just hungry right now. I don't know. But that's just a factor. Like one of my best recipes actually is the squash butternut recipe, the butternut squash cream recipe with chicken. But this is also going to be a runner-up. It's super good. Well, it's not my recipe, by the way. I just saw it. I just learned it from my mom, but you know, it's also really good.